This is a quick tutorial on using Google Voice. We're going to do it from the MacBook. It's very similar on the iPad as well. First, for any of the remote learning technology needs and tutorials you might have, Lori and the app specialists have designed a ton of tutorials and slides to help out. You'd go to Shared Drives in your Google Drive, and down here click on Staff Intranet, and then under Technology and Training Materials. And you'll see that these are all the different training materials created by, again, Lori and the app specialist. For this one, we're going to click on Google Remote Learning and go down here to Google Voice Chrome, and it's the staff handout. And we're just going to minimize this a bit and slide it over. Oh, we'll make it bigger for a sec. There we go. And you can follow along. I'm just going to go through some of these because I've already set mine up. The key is you have to use Google Chrome as your default browser. You can't just open up Google Chrome and use it because you're not going to get all the features. So when you open up Chrome, the way to make it your default browser is click up here on Chrome, Preferences, and then scroll down almost to the bottom where you see Google Chrome. It's my default browser. You'll have a button over here to change it from Safari, and then it'll become your default browser. When you're done using Voice, if you want to switch it back to Safari, knock yourself out. So we can close Settings, and we'll scroll down, and you can just follow the slides. The big key here on this first page is to make sure you don't link your personal phone number, your cell phone number, because the whole point of using this Google Voice is to be able to call from home and not give out your home or cell phone number. So it'll go through the setup, these steps. When you see it, you'll choose a different number. This is the one that I chose by typing in, I typed in Oak Lawn. You can type in Blue Island, whatever you want. It just needs to be 708. And then once you do that, you'll see that there'll be some suggested numbers here, and you can see these are other faculty members. They're Google Voice numbers. You can type in a parent number here and call the parent directly from your MacBook or iPad. If you want to send a text message, you'd click on this link here and send a text just like you would. And the other part is your voicemail. This is going to be key because you're going to want to set it up in case you don't take a phone call while you're working or if you're not around. So the way to do that is to first, you're going to have to go to Audio Settings, and you're going to want to make sure your microphone internal is turned on. There's going to be a pop-up the first time you do it that's going to ask you to allow the microphone to be used. When you click allow, you'll see this here. The ringtone is typical, just sounds like a regular ringtone, and the speakers is the same sound. If you want to change it, you can do that. I'm going to go to Settings to set up voicemail, and I'll scroll down here. And the way that you would do that, is you would click on Settings, and you're going to see all the settings. Here's my number, the address they're going to ask you to type in. I typed in the school address number. And if you continue to scroll down, you want to make sure there's no linked numbers. If you make the mistake of typing in a number in the settings or in the initial setup, you're going to want to make sure this is blank, no linked number. If you want your messages, so you call 3 parents and they call back. If you want them to go to email, you can forward those messages, text messages that is. The calls, same thing, incoming calls can be the same way. Get an alert on your email or in your email. That would be here. You want to turn that on. And I'm going to go all the way down to Do Not Disturb. If you click this on, all this would be is now I'm not going to receive any calls on my MacBook while I'm working on it. I have to turn this off to receive calls. If this is on, they're going to go directly to voicemail if that's what you want to do. There you go. An important one is going to be working hours so that you're not getting calls that come directly to your iPad, for example, and ring at all hours of the day or night. So the first thing you're going to do is click on Follow Working Hours and then go to Calendar Settings. And you're going to go down to Working Hours. Click on that. And these are the working hours. This will be, I think by default that's turned off. Mine were already set. You can set all the days of the week. Those are the weekends, obviously, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. If you want to change it, you can change it. You just type in different hours of the day that you want to make sure that you're being alerted or not alerted to. And I'll get off calendar. We'll get out of there. And then the next setup is going to be for your voicemail. There's a standard greeting, much like you have on your cell phone.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
If you want to leave a personal one, which I would suggest so that they know who the call is coming from, because they might not recognize or will not recognize the new number that you're calling from, you record a greeting. You'd simply click on here. Hello, you've reached Mr. Kurta at Eisenhower High School. Please leave your name and number and I'll get back to you shortly. You click that, save, and you can change the number. Go my greeting and save. And now that's my greeting. So when I play it, you can manage the greetings by changing. You just click on the three dots. If you want the default, you just set as active and it's going to go back. You X out and now that's my voice greeting. If you want those voicemails to go to email, you tab this on so it will give you an alert that a parent is called back. And that's really it on the settings page in terms of the basics of what you need to know. You'll see them over here as well in this tutorial that you find again in shared drives. And appreciate it. And thank you. Please get in touch with me by email or by phone if you have any call or questions. Thanks.